Some emails are never meant to be sent. They're just written to ease a heart that can't speak out loud. This one stayed in my drafts for years. Welcome to Story Corner. This is a true letter from someone who loved too silently and lost too gently. I never meant to fall in love with you. I don't know if you'll ever see this, and maybe that's a good thing. I've written and deleted this 100 times. But tonight I'm going to say it all. Do you remember the first time we met? Of course you don't. It wasn't dramatic. No music played, no spark flew. You just sat next to me in that college orientation hall, holding a half-empty coffee and yawning. But I noticed you, and that was enough. You laughed so easily. You made strangers feel like family, and I was just the quiet one. But somehow, we became best friends. We spent hours talking about books, music, the meaning of life. You told me your secrets, your fears, your dreams. I listened. I held them like precious glass. And somewhere between midnight phone calls and borrowed hoodies, I fell in love with you. But I never meant to. You called me your safe space. And every time you said that, a part of me shattered. Because I knew I could never be more. Remember that rainy evening when you cried over your breakup? I sat beside you, held your hand, and whispered, "You deserve better." You smiled through the tears and said, "What would I do without you?" God. You had no idea what those words did to me. There were so many times I wanted to say it, "I love you," but I was scared. Scared that I'd lose you. Scared that you'd laugh, or worse, feel sorry for me. So I chose silence. And in that silence, I watched you fall for someone else. You introduced him with glowing eyes. And I smiled, like I wasn't breaking inside. You called me the night before your wedding. Can you believe that? You said, "Promise you'll be there. I can't do this without you." And I showed up. In a dress I picked out just for your big day. With a smile I stitched together so you wouldn't see the ruins underneath. After the ceremony, I went back to my car and cried. Not loud sobs, just quiet tears. The kind that feel like they're never going to end. I never told you how I felt, and maybe that's my biggest regret. Or maybe it was the right thing, because sometimes love isn't about having, it's about letting go. You looked happy, you are happy, and that's all I ever wanted for you. So here I am, writing this email, not to change anything, but to finally set my heart free. If somehow, someday, you ever read this, know that you were my first real love. And even though you never loved me back, I'm grateful I loved you. Because loving you taught me strength, silence, and the beauty of feeling something so deeply. Even if it was never returned, this is goodbye, from your best friend, the one who almost told you. Some letters are meant to be unread, but the emotions behind them are all too real. This was another untold truth from email stories, only on Story Corner. If this touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. More silent stories are waiting to be heard. Until next time, take care of your heart. It's the only one you've got.